One of Steam's most famous records has just been broken, and in the process, the guy that's done it has more or less broken Steam itself. As a result of all this, the account behind it all has become mired in controversy and has also been subject to direct attacks on the legitimacy, and all in all, it's kind of dumb. What's made this whole situation such a hot mess? Well, let's get into things. Now, this video is brought to you by Skinport, the easy to use skins marketplace where you can sell your skins for real cash. Skinport has a huge range of skins, over 1.5 million of them, at prices miles better than the Steam market. And not only is it much better valued, but there are zero hidden fees if you're a buyer. If you see a skin for $100, you're going to be paying $100 for it, and that's it. If you're a seller, payouts are sent directly to you in your local currency, and a ton of countries are supported. Fees range from 12% to 6% on high value items and only 2% on private listings, making it a fantastic middleman service as well. And it's also safe. They've been operating for years and they've got a 4.9 star Trustpilot rating. It's a great site, check it out. Link is in the description. So for a long time, the #1 highest level account on Steam has been owned by a guy called Stack. And although he once had a glowing reputation, in recent years he's been accused of scamming, and many people don't really like him anymore. Not that I know anything about it. But 5,000 levels is a lot. It's a lot of money and a lot of time. And the question was, would anybody ever be able to beat Stack? Well, yes, as it turns out, it has been beaten, and it's been beaten by the subject of today's video, Stazik. Now, many people were initially jubilant about this. Stack is not popular, people were happy to see him being beaten, but if you have a look at some of the reactions, not everyone has been entirely positive about Stazik. Some people have suggested he used exploits or wasn't legit or might be scamming or have raised other questions about the validity of his account. But why? What's the deal with this? Well, there's two reasons. Firstly, no one seems to have any idea who the fuck this guy is. He's basically appeared out of nowhere. Secondly, he has a really weird account. Stazik proudly talks about his 18 naked cowboys, not to mention his Discord kitten. Is that a girl on Steam? Now I've seen everything. And sure, base Squidward here is pretty cool, but he's got this bizarre text description thing about special needs kids screaming goo goo gaga and spilling garbage into his veins, and apparently he's a princess online. Good to know, Stazik. He runs the Hello Kitty group, and to top all of this off, the account is pretty new. The oldest comments only go back a year, and that is very odd. Stack spent years building up a public profile and leveling up his account. Most big collectors have done similar things, so where the fuck did this dude come from? Well, to be honest, his account does kind of give us some answers. Firstly, he has a linked Insta. Now, normally linked Instas are something I associate with scammers, and I'm not going to show pictures of it or anything, but what I saw on the account appeared to show a rich Russian guy who lives in the UAE going around and doing stuff with a woman who just so happens to match his Discord kitten. The posts also go back many years, and the guy running the account looks like a bit of a goth. It could be an elaborate catfish, I can't rule it out, but the shoe definitely fits. And he's also definitely not capping when it comes to his wealth. The dude has a loaded inventory worth about 200k, and it is exactly the sort of stuff I would associate with a bored rich person buying skins because they feel like it. Obviously, you need 3 Huntsman Rubies and 5 Factory New House. How could you possibly ever get to Faceit level 5 without it? And speaking of Faceit, well, he does play it. I won't make fun of him either, he's probably better than me. He does have game bans, admittedly, which has caught some people's attention. I have no idea what they're for, but it is clearly not CS, and frankly, I don't really give a fuck if he has bans from some irrelevant game from over a year ago. But what is a big deal is how he went about getting to level 5,101 or whatever it ends up being when I get this video done. Obviously, these records don't have the best history. Stack scammed. Other people have used exploits and had their levels removed by Valve. So how did Stazik do this? Well, it looks like his decision to get level 5,000 was made around the start of July, which is an excellent time for it because you could get levels from the Steam Summer Sale relatively cheap. And this quickly accelerated. Some people definitely noticed as well. It wasn't too many people, but there were some people following what he was doing. Most of the levels have come from the Steam Summer Sale, which is exactly what you'd expect, and he's also got a whole bunch of card sellers added, which is also what you'd expect, and to the best of my knowledge, he actually paid them. Please take note, Stack. People aren't entirely sure how much he would have paid in total. Estimates range from 300k to 500k, but one really important detail here is that this guy has a shitload more sets left that he hasn't crafted with. I mean, the dude has 7 million Steam items in his inventory, and he's been buying even more while I've been making this video. I can't get it to load his broken Steam by making his inventory so big, but it certainly looks like he's going to be adding quite a lot more levels. And while it may seem incredibly stupid for someone to come in and randomly drop hundreds of thousands of dollars on stuff, there's a lot of people who've done this before, whether it's Luna or QKSS or HFB. What Stazik is doing is actually pretty normal. Insane, but pretty normal, and I hope he likes being a Steam celebrity now. So despite the general mystery about who this guy is, and despite a lot of people's skepticism about whether he's legit, so far, no evidence of anything bad has really emerged. It seems like he paid for the cards, it seems like he genuinely leveled up his account without any exploits, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a great thing. Stack stole from people to get his number 1 level. He didn't need to steal from them, but he did it anyway. He never deserved the credit he got, and finally having someone who at the very least didn't scam people to get his levels take over the top spot washes away a black stain that has hung over this leaderboard for way too long now. And I just hope it doesn't turn out that Stazik is secretly funded by blood diamonds or anything like that. If that happens, I guess I'm making another video. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this vid. If you've enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.